Oh yeah, I almost got the Bulbasaur. Mrs. Robinson though, you're not supposed to give me soda after 8 o'clock, otherwise it could end bad. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JBuck Studios, your home for reviews, reactions, and ridiculousness. Anyways, though, we got a Netflix movie again a little bit early. It's sort of a run-all-night, sleepover type movie that's ironically called The Sleepover. Siblings Clancy and Kevin discover that their seemingly normal mom is actually a former high-end thief in the witness protection program. So is this new family run-all-night action-packed movie worth the watch? Let's find out. But before I get into my thoughts, let me know what you guys thought. I guess if you've already seen this Sleepover, we're very much looking forward to this new movie on Netflix. Now let's get into some of the good. Okay, The Sleepover is definitely not in the demographic of movie. They are not gearing this movie towards me. They're very much gearing this movie towards families, towards kids. Like, when I was watching this movie, The Sleepover felt exactly like a 90s Disney Channel original movie that would have been on Friday nights where they're doing the glow stick logo and then boom, it comes on and I'm watching it with the family and I love it. So this is very much almost like this updated, almost nostalgic feel of a 90s family kids movie that I thought was actually fairly fun. Sure, some of the acting and stuff when I get into it seems a little schlocky at times, but it does feel like it's a fun movie at its core. There's some jokes that definitely hit, there's some fun dance scenes that definitely hit, there's some shenanigans that ensue, and I think that this is definitely great for kind of the kid market. Again, I am not the intended market for this movie, but I had a fun time with this movie. And I think that honestly, the reason there was so much fun that I had, there was one character that really stood out, and I believe his name was Kevin, who is the son, who is played by Maxwell Simkins, and from the opening 5 minutes, this kid is loving life. He's in the bathroom dancing, breaking down all of these moves, but then he has these just witty dialogue, and I'm sure, you know, it's very much based on the script. Like, they knew who this character was, and his delivery of these lines was so gosh darn funny. Like, this kid, I don't know what else he has been in, but he had me rolling every now and then when he was on screen. Every time he had just a one-off line, I thought that it landed very much. Sure, some of the other kids, some of the other parents, some of the other adults in this movie have some good one-liners and whatnot, but this Maxwell kid is the standout by far. Also, a complete side note, his sister Clancy, played by Sadie Stanley, I believe. I don't know why. For some reason in my mind, I'm like, this is a young Julia Stiles from 10 Things I Hate About You. I don't know. It was distracting me, but I thought that also she was, you know, she was fine. But I kept thinking, I'm like, why am I watching the young version of 10 Things I Hate About You, girl? However, like I said, The Sleepover is definitely not geared towards myself, and I feel like a lot of it just does not land. It's landing in that territory of the 90s live-action Disney movie, almost like I said, the Disney Channel original movies, which I had a fun time with, but definitely the acting isn't the best, the budget isn't the best, the CGI, the performances, everything in the movie isn't up to the caliber of a movie that's going to be one that you go back to over and over again, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I just didn't think that the performances, especially from the adults, of sort of, you know, Malin Åkerman, Joe Manganiello, and the other guy, I just thought that they were almost in a slapsticky comedy movie rather than this kind of run all night, you know, the parents get kidnapped and whatnot. So I think the performance, almost the tone of these dueling stories, the kids section of the movie is fun. The adult section very much feels like, I don't think any of this would happen. It seems very ridiculous at times. And the performances from the adults, I didn't think entirely landed. They kind of maybe phoned it in at times. But it's just, I guess, The Sleepover in general, a lot of the things just did not hit, did not live up to what I was kind of hoping for this movie, for a memorable movie, like I'm saying. You know, the performances were fine, the CGI at times in a car were fine, the dialogue and jokes were okay. I mean, Maxwell definitely had some standout performances, or some standout dialogue for myself. I just thought that the plot, everything seems a little familiar, seems a little goofy, seems like it could be, like I said, that made-for-TV Disney Channel original movie. Nothing entirely, like, offended me of this movie, but it's very much kind of like this even plateau throughout The Sleepover. Nothing entirely wows me, but then again, nothing entirely, you know, was like, oh god, I need to definitely talk about that and make fun of it. Overall, The Sleepover is just a Netflix movie. Honestly, nothing's really great about it, nothing's really bad about it. With it featuring this fun tone, with Maxwell Simkins being the standout, being the shining light for sure, but with, you know, a plateau of performances, dialogue, CGI, just nothing really popping for this movie. I'm probably gonna say skip out on The Sleepover. It's definitely not geared towards me. This is for kids, this is for family. This might be a movie that actually gains some steam on Netflix with a younger crowd, but it definitely is not for myself. I had a fun time with it, but I probably am not going to watch this again. In closing, I'm going to give The Sleepover 2 out of 5 Disney Channel original movies. So what did you guys think of The Sleepover? If you've already seen this one, or very much now looking forward to this, or going to be cautious about The Sleepover, I want to know in the comments down below. Anyways though, as always, thank you so much for watching. Watch some more videos up there, or right over there, you know, brand new content every single week here on the JBuck Studios channel. I have a Twitch channel now. Jump over to twitch.tv/JBuck Studios and give me a follow. It would very much help me out. Otherwise, stay up to date by all of my other social media. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and until next time, waffles are better than pancakes.